continuation of physical and spiritual works discussion. Ano na tayo? This is part 4, part 3, part 4. So, yung last discussion natin is about nakatapos dito sa we focus on itong mga form of penance as types of physical works, physical worship, di ba? And then we are still under dito sa yung problems nga ng physical works or worship. So na-discuss natin from A to F, then G, nandito na yung different types. And then we continue to discuss yung mga problema if we are still doing physical works or worship. Ano yung problems? So we ended here, di ba? Yung last discussion natin about elementary or basic principle, spiritual principles. So ano nga dito, Mami? What did we learn here in Galatians chapter 4? You read it again, Macy, this one. Read the blue one. This one. Why?
Why do you want to go back again and to become slaves once more?
Slaves. Okay, next.
To the weak and useless. Mami, ikaw na.
Why do you want to go back again and become slaves once more to the weak and useless spiritual principles of this world? You are trying to earn favor with God
Mommy,
by
look.
observing certain days or months
Forever, girl.
or seasons or years. I plead with you to live as I do in freedom from these things, for I have become like you Gentiles, free from those laws.
Wait.
So, what is the gospel of Christ again, Macy? It's all about
It's all about
this one. Read.
freedom.
Freedom. So, freedom from these things, from all of these things. Physical worship, physical works. Yan ang tinutukoy na basic spiritual principles. Sabi ni God, don't go back there. Ginawa ko lang yung example noon as illustration. Di ba? You are free from it now. You sit here. Sabi niya, it's weak and useless. Yeah, you should live free from those laws. Okay? Next. Read, Mommy.
One disobedience
Is equal
to disobedience in all.
Let's read this one. Pag sinunod mo kasi yung isa doon or magpa-under ka sa isa doon, dapat gawin mo lahat.
Galatians 5:1 So Christ has truly set us free. Now make sure that you stay free, and don't get tied up again in slavery to the law. To listen, I, Paul, tell you this: if you are counting on circumcision to make you right with God, then Christ will be of no benefit to you. 3 I'll say it again: if you are trying to find favor with God by being circumcised, you must obey every regulation in the whole law of Moses. 4 For if you are trying to make yourselves right with God by keeping the law, you have been cut off from Christ. You have fallen away from God's grace.
So, yung binigay na example ni Paul is circumcision. But that's only one of the many physical works or worship. Yung mga law ni Moses. So, pag ginawa mo pa daw yun, magpa-under ka pa doon. You need to obey. Oh,
You must obey every regulation in the whole law of Moses.
oh. Kasi, yun nga sa ang patakaran noon sa law of Moses, if you disobey one law, you are disobeying all. So, ito din, if you obey one of it, you should obey all of it. Diba? So, kung magpapa-under ka pa sa tithes, for example, yung law about tithes, you should obey all. Dapat mag-animal sacrifice ka pa. Dapat nag-observe ka pa ng Sabbath. Dapat di ka kumakain ng mga baboy at mga forbidden foods, mga shellfish. So, yun ang pino-point out dito na you should be free from all of those laws. Yun ang physical. Kasi sinasabi, mga kapamilya natin o kakilala, nagsasabi, ano naman masama nagbibigay ako ng tithes? Anong pakialam mo? Bibigay ako ng tithes. Para yun kay God. Ano ko sa kanya yun? Offering ko sa kanya. Ito ang masama. Hindi ako nagsasabi niyan. Hindi tayo. This is Christ who is talking. Sabi niya, kung magpa-under ka sa isa, dapat gawin mo lahat. So, nagbibigay ka ng tithes, pero di ka nag-observe ng Sabbath. Di ka nag-animal sacrifice. So, you are condemned by the law of Moses. Kasi, you are disobeying one law, you are disobeying all. Di ba? So, dapat, you should be free from all of those law. Ngayon, yung usapan sa tithes, it's a big conversation na yung giving sa New Testament, sa panahon natin, it's different. Next. Read mommy the blue one.
James 2 verse 10. For the person who keeps all of the laws except one is as guilty as a person who has broken all of God's laws.
So ito na nga, yung parang one mistake, mistake mo na lahat. Ito yung patakaran noon, di ba? Pag may disobey kang isang law, you are disobeying all of it. So the listeners can read all of the verses, pero we are just putting it there. Next.
Those under the law are always cursed, condemned, or slaves. Those who depend on the law to make them right with God are under his curse. For the scriptures say, cursed is everyone who does not observe and obey all the commands that are written in God's book of the law.
No one
can be made right with God by trying to keep the law.
So you are cursed. You are still under the law. Sinusunod mo pa rin yung mga physical worship. You are still cursed. So sabihin mo, wala namang problema, nagtatights ako. Wala namang problema, ino-observe ka pa yung Sabbath. Wala namang problema na hindi ako kumakain ng ganito, ng ganyan. Yan ang problema. Oh. You are always cursed. You are under the law. You are a slave. You are not like Isaac na anak ng free woman. Hindi ka maliligtas. You are cursed. You are not under the grace of God. You have been cut off from Christ. Kasi pinag-uusapan dito yung belief mo kay Christ eh. Ang gospel, sabi niya, you believe in my gospel na pinalaya ko na kayo dyan. You believe in me. Don't do it. Sabi niya, put your trust in me, not on Moses, not on the laws of Moses. Hindi na kayo slave. Tas may question pa siya, halimbawa, for example, yung about circumcision. May magsasabi naman, paano yung mga, for example, tayo mga Pilipino, mayroon pa namang nagpapa-circumcise. Anong sasabi mo dun? May ibig sabihin pala, under ka pa ng law ni Moses.
Hindi naman spiritual.
Parang ano na yun, for health reasons, di ba? Hindi na siya religious. Kasi sa itong circumcision noon, iko-condemn ka. Pag hindi ka daw circumcised, you will not be saved. You are not a son of God. You are not, pag hindi ka daw Hudyo, hindi ka masisave. Kasi hindi ka circumcised eh. Pero ngayon, yung circumcision is for health reasons. Halimbawa, isa pang example. Halimbawa, yung doktor mo, pinagbawalan kang kumain ng baboy. Ibig sabihin pala, you are under the law of Moses. Hindi. Kasi, iba ng ano yun, hindi pinag-uusapan dun yung worship. So, pinag-uusapan natin dito is yung, yun nga, worshiping God. Next. Those under the law, tapos na to. Putting
hope in Moses or law.
Moses
will accuse you. Yes, Moses in whom you put your hopes.
Sabi ni Christ, you put your hope in Him, in me, hindi kay Moses. Hindi ibig sabihin masama si Moses. Ang ibig sabihin dito, tinanggal na ni Christ yung mga physical works, worship, yung law ni Moses. He is the end of the law. So, kung magpapa-under ka pa daw doon sa mga law ni Moses, Moses will accuse you. Ibig sabihin, the law will accuse you. Kasi, bawa, hindi ka nagtatights o nagtatights ka pa. So, dapat sundin mo rin yung utos sa Sabat, yung tungkol sa tungkol sa pagkain, mga bawal na pagkain. So, Moses will accuse you, the law will accuse you. O ba't di mo sinusunod yung Sabat? Ba't kinakain mo pa yan? Kasi nagpa-under ka pa doon eh. So, yan ang di nakikita ng mga di sinasabi ng mga pastor, ng mga pari na pagdating sa pera, sa tithes, sasabihin ay effective pa yan. Pero pagdating doon sa Sabat, doon sa ibang law, wala na daw yun. Pag pera, effective pa. Pag ibang law, hindi na effective. So, kung di ka mag-iisip sa sarili mo, you will be forever slave on the law of Moses. Di ba may separate discussion tayo tungkol sa law? Next, the law of Moses.
The law of Moses is heavy burden or yoke. Required to follow the law of Moses.
A yoke.
A yoke is yoke that neither we nor our ancestors were able to bear.
Ito di ba saan to yung Acts 15 doon sa Council of Jerusalem? Kasi may mga Pharisees, may mga sekta of Pharisees na kasama din sa mga naging Christians din. And they are insisting na yung mga Christians should be required to be circumcised and required to follow the law of Moses. So lahat daw. Ito yung sinasabi ni Paul sa Bible na mga tik-tik, mga spy, di ba? So ini-spyan sila yung mga they are spying on their freedom. Yung di daw sumusunod sa law ni Moses, kinokondem. Diba? Ito din na to ganito. So, sino nagsabi nito? Yung nagsasalita dito?
Paul.
Si Peter to.
Si Peter.
Sabi niya, Why are you challenging God by burdening the believers with a yoke that neither we nor our ancestors were able to bear? Use it message so they can see you. So sabi ni Peter, maging kami nga, di namin yan nakaya, yung mga requirements sa law ni Moses. Di ba? It's a big yoke. It's a heavy burden. Neither we nor our ancestors were able to bear. Anong able to bear? Di namin kayanan. Mabigat. So sabi, wag mo nang pabigatan yung mga Gentile believers. Tayo, mga non-Jews na naggustong manumbalik kay Christ, kay God. Magbigay ka ng example sa panahon natin na yun nga, nawawalan ng gana yung mga tao dahil sa yoke na to na binibigay. Magbigay ka ng example. Atheist. Anong problema? For example, yung mga Katoliko, di ba? Tayo, yung mga kapamilya natin, pamilya mo, ayaw makinig sa ibang denomination ng Christianity. Gusto sa Catholic lang. Kasi bakit? Ay, ito naman ngayon, sabi.
Tithes.
Kasi yung tithes nga. Kasi sa Catholic, magbigay ka ng piso or kahit wala kang ibigay, okay lang, di ba? Kasi 1 billion or 2 billion Catholics. So, magbigay-bigay na lang ng piso-piso, mayroong 2 billion po. Pero yung mga small groups, they are insisting, a bigger, tithe, 10%. So, imbis na manumbalik yung mga gustong manumbalik kay God, yung gustong makinig. So nagiging hindrance yung law ni Moses, yung tithes dahil doon, di ba? So yan ang example ng burden na sinasabi. May katrabaho kong ganito na pino-point out namin yung kasi yun nga, gustong magbigay ng tithe, gustong magpa-under doon sa pastor na nagre-require ng tithe. So you will be forever a slave of that pastor. That pastor is anong tawag ni Paul? Yung sabi ni Christ, yung spiritual ruler or authority, di ba? Yung mga nag-i-impose kasi ng physical works or worship, they are the basic spiritual rulers or authorities of this world, di ba? So kung magpa-under ka pa doon, you are being a slave of that person, of that false teacher. You are being a slave of the law. So yan ang problema dyan, di ba? Ano pang isang example?
Penitensya. Ay, nag-discuss na pala natin.
Yung mga yung mga atheist, pinagtatawanan nila yung sabi, they are mocking the Christian, sabi, ayaw nyong ganito, pero yung law daw, sabi, nagbabawalan nyo yung mga mag-sexual immorality, pero kumakain naman kayo ng ganito, ng pork, ng seafoods, kumakain ay di naman nyo sinusunod yung Sabbath. So ginagamit yung kasi di naman naiintindihan.
Tapos nagsasamba sa riboto.
Yan na nga. So sabi, parang kukutsain ka ng mga atheist na masyado kang sa morality, pero di mo naman sinusunod yung lahat na nakasulat sa law ni Moses. So maski ikaw di mo ma-defend yung sarili mo, yung pinaniniwalaan mo, kasi totoo, you are still under the law of Moses. So you are still being condemned kahit ng mga atheist. Kasi yung nagiging is the law of Moses. You will be accused by Moses, by the law. Next. The law of Moses.
The law of Christ.
Ito nga.
The law of Moses is heavy burden or yoke.
They tie up
heavy burdensome loads and lay them on men's shoulders.
Sinong tinutukoy dito ni Jesus? Mga Pharisees. Sabi, kayo, wala kayong ginagawa na pag-aanin yung load sa mga tao. Masyado mong yung pinapabigat. Kasi nagdagdag sila ng mga regulations. Bawal mag-touch nito, bawal magganito, maglalagay ka ng yung mga scripture, yung mga Bible verses, ilalagay mo sa dito, ilalagay mo dyan sa ulo mo. Kung mga anong mga regulation. Sabi, those are heavy, burdensome loads. You yourselves don't want to lift a finger to move them. In comparison sa law ni Christ, read.
Law of Christ is light, not heavy. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light.
In comparison, sabi ni Christ, my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Anong tinutukoy ng burden? Kasi hindi ibig sabihin you are free, wala ka ng law, lawless ka na. Hindi ganun. Madidiscuss natin yan doon sa law, di ba? Ito yung law ni Christ. Love. Yung law ni Moses, yung 10 Commandments, it's always there. Example, do not commit adultery, do not murder. It's always there. Ang purpose ng law is to remind us of our sins. It's always there. So sabi ni Christ, I set you free from the law. Pag di mo na daw ginagawa yung mga pinagbabawal dun sa law, ibig sabihin you are free, you are not under the law. Example sa current natin, under the law ka ba? For example, sabi sa US o sa Pilipinas, may law against against robbery or adultery. So kung hindi ka nag-adultery, are you free? Yes, you are free.
Yes.
Di ba? Pero if you commit robbery, pag nagnakaw ka, you will be in prison. You will be under the law. So yan din tinutukoy dito na sabi ni Jesus, tinanggal ko na yung law sa inyo. Hindi na kayo sinners. Pag sumunod kayo sa akin, sabi niya, if you have the spirit of kindness, for example, you are not under the law. Hindi ka napapatay, hindi ka namang manglalamang sa kapwa mo, hindi ka namang loloko if you have the spirit of kindness. So lahat ng law ni God masusunod mo kung mayroon kang spirit of kindness, di ba? Example lang yun. Or if you have this spirit, love does not delight in injustice. So hindi ka mananakit ng kapwa mo. Hindi ka mangre-rape. Hindi mo sasaktan ang asawa mo. Hindi mo sasaktan ang anak mo. Hindi ka mangkakabit. If you have the spirit of faith. So, yan ang sinasabi ni Christ na my law is lighter, is light. Lahat ng law ni God masusunod mo if you are doing all of this. Kung yung spirit niya, you are directed by these spirits and not by the laws of Moses. Sabi ni God, lahat ng law ko nandyan lang yan. Wala diyang mai-erase. But that is only to remind you of your sins. Yun ang purpose niya eh. Ba't niya inuna yung mga dun sa Old Covenant, Old Testament, puro daw mga kasamaan, puro mga suffering, pain, patayan. Bakit?
Para ano yun? Ma-illustrate.
To illustrate our the depravity of men. Yung kasamaan ng tao. Para daw malaman mo yung totoo, para malaman mo yung kabutihan, kailangan ma-expose sa'yo, malaman mo ano yung masama. Diba? How will you know what is good, what is true, pag di mo alam kung ano yung masama? Next. Ito pa ang law of Christ nandito to. Yung burden. Diba? Dito to sa who is God. Missy, look at this. They are one. Oh, look. What is this? What's this? Look. Oh, yung yoke kasing sinasabi ito, di ba? Yung dalawang daw, isang elder, isang younger. Si God, the Father, and His Son. So, there is a yoke in them. Katulad din ni Christ. Kasi ang head ni Christ is the Father, God the Father. Tapos, at the same time, the Son, si Christ, He is our head. And the church, the people, us. Ang head natin, si Jesus. Parang husband and wife. Di ba? Or man, woman. So, may yoke, mayroong teacher, may master, or mayroong disciple, may student. So, ang purpose daw ng marriage para i-guide nung head yung someone who is weaker. Yan sa mystery of marriage. Paano nagiging isa? Di ba? So, di mo pwedeng pagsamahin. Marriage is not, you cannot marry two parehong master or parehong malakas. For example, man and man. You cannot marry. Example, woman and woman. You cannot marry them. Yan ang nito eh. Kasi the purpose of marriage is, it is a yoke. Yung purpose ni God is for a man to guide the woman. At the same time, the woman will guide the children. So, may kasi head and body. Yung wife daw, tayo. Yung church, tayo. We are weak. So, we need the son to guide us. Di ba? Kung aalamin mo anong purpose nung ngang bull, may someone who is experienced and someone who is less experienced. So, ginaguide nung more, yung senior bull, yung junior bull, para matuto siya. Di ba? So, dun sa rin nagiging isa. Dito yan. The mystery of marriage. You read this one, Manny?
Mystery of marriage. Being one in flesh or spirit, bread, teachings, or belief. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be unified to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. This mystery is profound, but I am speaking about Christ and the church.
So, yun ang tinutukoy, di ba, na yoke. The mystery of marriage. So, kung may nitong makarinig, magagalit. Kasi, pinagkakasal na nga ngayon yung parehong alam natin yun. But, if you will walk in the way of God. You should not seek the thing of your own. Kung ano yung institute niya. May purpose ang marriage. It's not only about procreation, or it's not only about pagsasama or companionship. It's not. Ang purpose niyan is pagsamahin yung isang experience at isang less experience. Si Adan, mas marami siyang alam. Mas nauna siyang ginawa kaysa kay Eve. Katulad din sa babae, sabi sa Bible, the woman is a weaker vessel. Mas madaling madala sa temptation. Mas madaling less experienced. Pero i-discuss natin yung tungkol sa man and a woman, di ba? Na yung pag sinabi sa Bible na you should be a man, ibig sabihin you should become like Christ. It doesn't mean you're a woman you cannot be like Christ. You can be like Christ, who is the Son of Man. He is the man. Nasabing you're the man. Ang ibig sabihin naman na you are Christ, you're like Christ. Diyan na tayo. So, ang dapat sundin natin nga is the yoke of Christ. Next, this one. Read.
Elementary or basic spiritual principles are not pleasing to God.
The blue.
I get no pleasure from the blood of bulls and lambs and goats. All your ceremony, stop bringing me your meaningless gifts. The incense of your offerings disgusts me. Celebrations of the new moon and the Sabbath and your special days. I want no more of your pious meetings. I hate your new moon celebration and your annual festivals.
Yung mga pista daw, lahat ng mga gatherings, lahat ng mga special days, yung mga holidays, yung mga pag-offer nga, lahat ng mga seremonyas, sabi niya, hindi yan ang gusto ko. Don't give me those meaningless gifts. Sabi niya, wala naman kayong nade-develop na love. Ito lahat. Puro lang kayo, pakitang tao. Puro lang palabas. Sabi niya, I don't want any of those. I want no more of your pious meetings. Yung nga, mag-Bible study ka, mag-meeting, mag-church gathering, magsisimba. At pagkatapos, you are still living like like a slave of sin. Walang pagbabago, di ba? Kasi mayroon ka ng excuse . Ang excuse mo, nagsimba ako. Ang excuse mo, nagbigay ako ng tithes, nagbigay ako ng offering, kumanta ako. So, ito ang ayaw isabi sa atin ng mga pastor nga na i-require ka pa na may mga requirements na kailangan mong gawin to, kailangan mong magbigay, kailangan mong mag-attend ng ganyan. No, hindi yan ang sinasabi ni God, ni Jesus. Sabi niya, I don't want any of those. Wala yung epekto sa puso nyo, hindi makikleanse ang puso nyo. Ito pa, mami. When you lift up your hands in prayer, I will not look. Though you offer many prayers, I will not listen. Ito sa Amos.
I despise your feasts. I cannot stand the stench of your solemn assemblies. Even though you offer me burnt offerings and grain offerings, I will not accept them. Away from me the noise of your songs.
Ito yung hinahanap natin, di ba? Yung mga evangelical churches ngayon na ginagawa ng
concert.
Yung worship in spirit daw is about Singing. So, kakanta-kanta, magka-concert, mag-worship, hindi sa pag-ano, pero ganyan talaga ang ginagawa na ngayon. So, kakanta ka, tataas mong kamay mo, kapikit ka, di ba? So, that is worship in spirit for you. Yan ang turo sa iyo. Pero, afterwards, you are still living a sinful lifestyle. Balik ka sa dati. You are still proud, you are still boastful, you are still not following the ways of God. So, sabi niya, kahit kanta kayo ng kanta, pista kayo ng pista, I will not listen away from me the noise of your songs. Ano ba yung gusto ni God? This one.
But let justice roll on like a river, and righteousness like an overflowing stream.
Isang example, justice. Yan ang gusto niya. Justice. Righteousness. Anong spirit yan dito?
It does not delight.
Love does not delight in unrighteousness or injustice. So you should be justice nga. Isang example lang yun. So ang tinutukoy niya is love. So mas importante daw yun kaysa sa mga pakanta-kanta, sa mga pista, sa mga offerings. This one, 1 Samuel.
Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Sit. Sinong sinabihan niya dyan? Si Saul, di ba? Si Saul. Sabi ni God, sabi ni Samuel, obedience is better than sacrifice. At inulit yan ni Jesus. Sabi niya, I desire mercy, not sacrifice. Ano natandaan mo dito? Ano yung pinag-uusapan dito? Matthew 12. Yung mga Pharisees, kinokondemn nila yung mga disciples ni Christ kasi they were picking mga pagkain during Sabbath. Sabi, mga apostol mo, they are breaking the law. Sabbath. Sabi ni Jesus, I desire mercy, not sacrifice. Yung sacrifice, yung mga physical works and worship, sabi niya, that's not important. What's important is, yung mercy. Example lang yan ng kindness, di ba? So sabi niya, I desire love. Lahat ng to. One more, this one. Some.
Sacrifice and offerings you did not desire.
You do not
delight in sacrifice. You take no pleasure in burnt offerings.
Ulit-ulit lang yan. I desire mercy.
Mercy, not sacrifice.
Mark.
To love,
Which is
more important than all burnt offerings and sacrifices. Burnt offerings and sin offerings you took no delight.
Do justice and judgment is more acceptable
to the Lord than sacrifice.
Sa Isaiah.
Your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like waves of the sea. I want to see a mighty flood of justice, an endless river of righteous living.
Ayaw niya ng mga offerings, ng mga gusto niya is justice, righteous living, yung mamuhay tayo ng mabuti. Ayaw niya ng mga pakitang tao, ng mga pasimba-simba, na pagganyan-ganyan, paluhod-luhod. Sabi niya, do this. You worship me by doing this, sabi niya. Ano pa? Sa Jeremiah, administer
justice and righteousness. Rescue the victim of robbery from the hand of his oppressors. Do not wrong or violence to the foreigner, the fatherless or the widow. Do not shed innocent blood.
Example, sa Amerika, di ba? Sabihin mo, Kristiyano ka, but you are oppressing the foreigners. Kristiyano ka, but you are shedding the blood of innocent fetuses. Paano ka naging Kristiyano? Paano ka naging good? Paano ka naging righteous? Tapos magsisimba ka, kakanta ka. Sabi ni God, those are useless. Sabi niya, ito ang gusto ko. Justice and righteousness. Another one, Romans 12. Give your bodies.
Give your bodies to God, a living and holy sacrifice, the kind He will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship Him. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world. Changing the way you think, good and less pleasing and perfect.
So ito yung sinasabing the living sacrifice. Yung katawan mo daw, instead daw nung katawan nung lamb or nung goat or bull na i-offer mo. Sabi niya, i-offer mo yung katawan mo. Kasi mga lang yun, mga illustration nga, yung animal sacrifice. Di ba susunugin yun? Dapat malinis yun. So, ang pino-point out dun yung tao, yung katawan natin, na dapat malinis daw when you face God. So, ang acceptable sa worship sa Kanya is, ito nga, spiritual worship. Ayaw niya ng mga costumes ng mga tao. Do not copy the customs of this world. Yun na nga, yung mga celebration, lahat ng mga pista, lahat ng mga physical worship, physical works, it will not, hindi siya productive nga. Kahit hanggang mamatay ka, nakaluhod ka sa ribulto, nakaluhod ka sa simbahan, sabi niya, it will not produce this. Di ba? Sabi niya, pakinggan niyo ako, sundin mo yung gusto niya, yung His ways of righteousness, the righteousness of God. Do not seek the thing of your own. Do not seek your ways. Ito yung way na gusto ni God, di ba? Na huwag kang makiayon sa karamihan ng ginagawa ng mga tao. O even sa mga Muslim. Quran to. Read this one, ma'am.
Their meat will not reach Allah, nor will their blood, but what reaches Him is piety,
Or taqwā,
the sense of obedience.
or the fear of the Lord. Ito yung, di ba yung sa blood part 2 ba yun? Yung pinakinggan natin si Mufti May. Yung sinasabi niya, yung daw, during Eid Al-Adha, hindi naman daw sila sasacrifice ng animals. Anong ginagawa nila? Sabi nila, our purpose is piety. Dito nila yun nakuha. Charity, you will give food to the poor. So parang katulad yan dito, di ba? Sabi ni God sa Bible, I do not desire the blood of animals or the meat. What I desire is your obedience. Sa Quran, piety. Pero this is only tumutok sila kasi sa sa animal, ay sa charity, serving, giving food to the people, to the poor. Pero ang obedience na sinasabi, fear of the Lord. Ito yan lahat to. Fear of the Lord means, ano yung fear of the Lord? Dito yan You do not delight in unrighteousness. You hate evil. That is the fear of the Lord. Diba? Oh, who you love the Lord, hate evil. You abhor evil. That is the fear of the Lord. So, tumutok yung mga Muslims sa physical works pa rin. Pero sinasabi sa Quran, piety, obedience. So, hindi lang yan, hindi lang yan helping the poor. Yun na nga, pag sinabing fear of the Lord sa Bible is it's about justice. Read this one, Macy. Read. Read please.
All who fear the Lord will hate fearful. I hate pride and ignorant suppression and pure speech.
Oh. Mommy, read again.
All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore, I hate pride and arrogance, corruption, and perverse speech.
Oh, lahat yan nasa love, di ba? Yung fear of the Lord. I hate pride and arrogance, corruption and perverse speech. Yung pride and arrogance, it's here. Love is not proud. Love is not boastful. He hates, ano pa yung hate niya? Corruption. Dito yan sa unrighteousness, injustice. He hate perverse speech. Ano yung perverse speech? Yung mga kasinungalingan, falsehoods, lies. So, love rejoices in the truth. Binigay yung example, but he is pointing to love. Diba? May kakilala ako nagsabi, ako takot sa Diyos. Sabi niya, may takot ako sa Diyos. Hindi daw siya nangaaway, hindi siya nakikialam sa mga belief or opinions ng iba. Yun ang definition niya ng takot sa Diyos. Pero ang takot sa Diyos is you hate perverse speech. You hate falsehoods. You hate lies. Diba? Deceitful and lies, you should hate it. So, pag may makarinig kang mali, lies, example, 1 plus 1 equals 3. Will you love it, Missy? What is 1 plus 1?
1 plus 1 equals 2.
No, it's 3.
3?
Is it?
1 plus 1 is 3.
Is it true?
1 plus 1 equals 3? That's wrong.
No. 1 plus 1 is 3. You should believe me because I'm older than you. I'm the teacher.
1 plus 1 equals 3.
Are you sure?
1 plus 1.
2.
What is the truth?
Which one is correct? 1 plus 1 is 2 or 1 plus 1 is 3?
Nilibing mo na. So, 1 plus 1 is 2.
2?
Sorry, I'm wrong. So, if your teacher is wrong, if he is teaching you lies, you should say, sorry, you are wrong. I hate lies. I hate deceit. I hate falsehoods. Di ba? Nung una sabi niya, that's wrong. Pero nung in-insist ko na you should listen to me, I am older than you, I am the teacher, sabi niya 1 plus 1 equals 3. So ganyan tayo mga tao, di ba? Yung bawa, you are Catholic, sabihin sa'yo ng ng pari, ganito. Tapos, di ka na aalma kasi mas matanda yun sa'yo. He is the teacher. So, yun na ang truth para sa'yo. But, hindi ka na nagre-research, hindi ka na nag-i-study ng sarili mo.
So 1 plus 1 is how many?
2.
Good job. High five.
So, when your teacher is telling you lies, you should say something. Diba? Pag yung anak mo tinuturuan na ng mali sa school, sinasabihan siya 1 plus 1 equals 3. Tatahimik ka na lang kasi wala kang education degree or wala kang pinag-aralan sa pagiging teacher. Ganun ba yun? Hindi. The same thing in religion. It doesn't mean na wala kang pinag-aralan, wala kang degree of theology, or hindi ka pastor or hindi ka pari, wala ka ng karapatan na makaintindi ng katotohanan. No, that's not what the Bible is saying. Sabi niya, mag-aral kayo on your own. You meditate on my word day and night. You study. You seek wisdom. Sabi God, seek wisdom, knock, and it will be given to you. So sabi niya, you study my words. You study it every day. Gaya ng mga Bereans, you study it every day. You search my Mommy. They searched
the scriptures daily to know the truth.
So ang basis mo ng truth is the Bible, the scriptures. No one else, nothing else. Yan lang ang foundation ng truth, wala nang iba. Okay, next. Ito si CJ, former Chief Justice Sereno. Sinusundan ko mga post nito. Kasi she knows the Bible. She knows what she's saying. You read this, Miss and Mommy.
Ano ang sanhi ng split-level Christianity? Sabi ng iba, sobra daw ang pag-spiritualize natin ng mga bagay-bagay. Ibig sabihin, lutang ang pagpapakita ng ating pananampalataya at doon lang sa larangan ng alapaap nating dinadala. Ang tingin ko po, ang split-level Christianity ay nangyayari kung ang pagbasa natin ng scripture ay ayon lang sa kung ano ang comfortable sa atin. Halimbawa, napaka-dominant ang theme ng katarungan sa Bible. Paulit-ulit po ang utos ng Diyos to do justice. Ang karakter ng Diyos ay God of justice, dispenser of justice, lover of justice, at hater of injustice. Napakalakas ng utos ng Biblia to do justice. Kaya sa Isaiah 1 verse 17, doing good is doing justice. Hindi maaaring sabihing mabuti kang tao kung hindi ka makatarungan. Ngunit, hindi man lang pinag-uusapan ang justice sa mga simbahan, lalo na sa mga fellowships o churches na submission to government ang ini-emphasize. At kung mayroong nagbubukas ng topic, ang sagot ng leader ay, ipag-pray na lang natin. At end of the conversation about justice na po iyon. Usually, hindi po iyon ang sinasabi ng Isaiah. At lalong hindi po iyon ang sinasabi ni Jesus. Sa Matthew 23 verse 23, condemned niya ang religious leaders na nag-i-implement ng strict rules on tithing, ngunit hindi binibigyan hustisya ang kapwa. Ano po ang sabi ni Jesus? Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy and faith. This you ought to have done without leaving the others undone. Ang hustisya ay dapat na pinag-uusapan sa simbahan at Bible studies, ipinagdarasal, pinapraktis at pinaglalaban. Yan ang madiin na turo sa atin ni Jesus, at ang nagpapalakas sa kalaban ng katarungan ay kumakalaban sa Diyos.
Ang nagpapalakas sa kalaban ng katarungan ay kumakalaban sa Diyos. So kasi ano siya she's a lawyer, former Chief Justice. So she is focusing on yun nga, justice. Pero isang ano lang yan sa love, di ba? That is only one aspect of love. You should love justice. You should hate injustice. So inaano niya na yung mga totoo yung sinasabi niya na yung mga churches natin, yung mga Bible studies, pag pinag-uusapan na yung mga injustice ng mga politicians, ng mga tao, nagiging sabi wag lang pag-usapan. Parang ipagpe-pray na lang. Di ba mga ganun? Emphasize pa nga niya yung mga religious leaders na nag-i-implement ng strict rules on tithing. Pero nanineglect nga yung love. So napakatotoo niyan. I-implement mo yung tithes, puro pera, puro offerings. But then yung mga yung mga followers, they are still worldly. Wala pa ring spirit of contentment. Lahat pa rin nangangarap maging milyonaryo. Lahat pa rin mga envious. Lahat pa rin proud, boastful. Walang product. Puro nga injustice, puro unrighteousness. So, kung effective yung mga physical works na yun, physical worship, bakit ang dami pa ring mga kasamaan sa mundo? Ang tagal-tagal na ng relihiyon, di ba? Tagal-tagal na mga nag-Bible study, nag-sisimba. Pero puro pa rin karahasan, dayaan, puro pa rin panlalamang sa kapwa, puro pa rin materialism, puro pa rin envy, discontentment, lahat gustong yumaman, bili nito, bili noon. So hindi daw nagiging productive ang faith. Yun nga, your faith should produce all of this. Hindi lang about justice, hindi lang about kindness, na magbibigay ka ng charity. Hindi. Fragmented kasi yung mga turo ng yung sa Muslim, nag-ano sa charity. Karamihan, charity. But you neglect all others. Walang love. Patuloy natin to next. Tomorrow, dito pa rin tayo sa mga problem ng physical works. Mainly, charities, mga penance, kung iba-ibang mga pagpapakabanal, sacrifice. Yun. So, we'll continue tomorrow. What did you learn, Macy? What did you learn? we learn about freedom and love. Anong nasabi mo, Mami? You have questions?
No.
Are you satisfied with the verses? Hindi naman ako nag-explain dito eh. I'm just reading the Bible. Ano nakasulat dyan? So, nilagay na natin lahat dito yung mga supporting verses na talagang ayaw ni God ng mga physical works, physical worship na ginagawa natin. Ano natin dito yung sa yung Samaritan woman, di ba? We'll do that tomorrow or next time. Let's sing.